Alright, we got another game for y'all. This game is the 38th Olympiad in Dristel, 2008. Here for the white pieces, we have Peter Leko, who is very good at the endgame. And in the black pieces, we have a 16-year-old rising star, 2,640 FIDE rating, Fabiano Caruana. This is probably the most famous game of this entire Olympiad. Mostly because of Fabi's later fame, but whatever. It's still a good game. So let's get to it. E4 by Leko. And C5, Fabi loves the Sicilian. Knight F3, D6, D4, knight comes up. Usual Sicilian stuff. Alright, bishop to G5 is played, okay. And E6, we got queen to D2. This is very common Sicilian stuff, and then very Najdorfy with the pawn attacking B5. Castles queenside, bishop to D7. F3 is played. Alright, we're having a very solid pawn structure here, and looking forward to any G4 pushes. H6, bishop comes back. You see this structure a lot with the Sicilian. B5 is played. We're attacking early. Attack early, attack often. Knight takes on C6, bishop takes on C6, knight to E2, queen to C7, king to B1, getting out of the way. Bishop E8, H4 is played. We have bishop to B7, in rook to H3, we got H5, and we have bishop to G5. Hey, look. I'm sorry, Fabi, but if you're going to leave that, nah. Rook D8, and then we got rook back down to H1. G6 is played, and knight F4. You see we got a lot of dark squares that we want to infiltrate on. So we're infiltrating on the dark squares. E5, bishop takes F6, bishop takes F6, knight to D5. Bishop takes D5, queen takes D5. Did you all see what happened right here? That was cool, that was cool. Okay, we push the pawn. Now we got this thing going on, alright? So we want to blockade the square in front of it. Well, first things first, we remove a defender, takes. Now we bring a knight in, okay? This is a really nice knight. You don't want that kind of knight in your life. So takes. Wait a minute, that's still a weak square. This is still a weak pawn. Oh, and we just removed a whole lot of defenders now, didn't we? That was fast. That was real fast. So queen to C5. C3 is played. King F8. A4 is played. B takes A4. Queen takes C5. Pawn takes. Rook takes. Bishop takes. Bishop takes on A6. Okay, now we're even here. G5 is played. Pawn takes. Bishop takes. Bishop comes to B5. Really is no saving. There's no use trying to sack the pawn or anything. King to E7. Bishop takes on A4. H4 is played. Okay. Bishop to D and bishop to B3. Alright, we have opposite colored bishops. And we're up a pawn. But we have two rooks, which makes all the difference. So rook to D8 and rook H3. Rook D3, King A2, Rook D2, G3 is played, so we're protecting that. Rook to G2, G takes H4, Bishop to C1, we're threatening nastiness right here. Bishop to C2, now you wouldn't have guessed Bishop C2 because that's weird looking, but after takes, King comes up and now we're forking both pieces, so takes back, alright, and we did hang a pawn, but we get it back, alright, because remember we took G takes on the H4, so we got it back, and it's a passed pawn, alright, that sounds like a lot of fun. That was complicated. Now this is going to be a long working game, so buckle up. Now rook to F2 is played, keeping the king cut off, and pawn H5, king comes around, Leko pushes this to the max, and Fabi's king is stuck. So pawn to C4 is played. Rook slides around to A2. Rook H5 attacking a weakness. Rook comes up. Rook attacks a weakness because, well, if we take, now we got a whole lot of problems here. We don't want that. So rook takes with check, king comes up, rook gives another check, king comes up again. Rook slides down, takes. Rook c7 because if takes, and then we're just, that's not good. Alright, so rook c7 and rook h5 defending the pawn again. c4 is played, rook h2, c3, king slides over. Pawn c2, not much you can do here. We're going to attack anyways. Okay, it doesn't matter that you get this pawn. It's still going to be 2-1. King and pawn endgame. That's not good. That's a good game right there. c2 takes, gives a check. King to e3. Fabi's only hope is to keep the rooks on the board. King takes on h7. Oof. Can we get a Philidor? Not really, because we're just like, sorry. That's a good game for that king. He's not getting in this game. Rook a7, king f4, rook a5, blockading, and rook g5, winning king and pawn endgame. That was an accident. Fabi would not play that. There you go, takes, and as you can see, we really got nothing. Yeah. I don't think we need to keep going there. Rook a3, rook to g3 defending. Rook a3, a5, king e3, rook a4, and rook g1, rook a3 again with check, king f4, a5, rook g2, rook b5, rook g5. As you can see, a little bit of cat and mouse. Rook b3, rook g3, rook b5, king e3, rook b4, rook to g4. We're about to start pushing these pawns. Not like that. Anyways, rook a4, rook g2, rook b4, f4 is finally played. We're pushing. Rook a4, e5 is played, f6, king f3 because we don't care. F takes, rook b4, king e3, rook a4, king d3, rook b4, e6 is played. Rook to b6, rook defends. Because, check this out, if we push, then that's it. And we can't go and defend. So, only hope. So, rook e2 defending, rook b8, e7, rook e8, king comes up, king g6, king d5, king f7, king d6. That was very precise. If the king could not go to d6, that would have been a draw right then and there. So, rook a8, rook f2 check, king g7, rook sacrifices himself because he's fancy like that. Rook takes a2, queen e8 check. Now this is a very funny endgame. I've had some trouble with this myself. Rook versus queen endgame. That's really funny. Rook d2, king to c5, king f6, queen e4. King's in a little tiny box. We want to keep him there. Rook d7, queen c6 with check. Hey, get in a smaller box. King e7, queen g6. We're in a smaller box, and there's a rook in the way. Rook c7 check, king d5, king to d7. Queen gives a check. Get in a smaller box. Oh, that got real small real fast now, didn't it? That's not how you queen. I'm sorry, my arrows are giving me trouble today. Queen f8 with check, king d7. Queen f4. Rook b7. Queen gives a check. King comes down. You saw how that happened. He slid the king just one square. Queen e8. King c7. King c5. Rook slides. Queen gives a check. King slides. Queen b8. King b7. King to b5, and in this position there is no sort of zugzwang. There's no extra move for black to make with his rook. He is in zugzwang. Now, thank you for this game, for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe.